Imagine waking up one morning in your 60s or 70s and realizing something terrifying. You followed every rule you were told. You saved, you worked hard, you tried to be responsible. But now your money feels like it is slipping through your fingers faster than you ever expected. Your retirement income is not stretching the way you thought it would, and you start to wonder, quietly, if you are going to run out of money one day. Most people never admit this fear out loud, but almost everyone feels it. And today, I am going to show you the retirement income planning strategy that actually works. But before I give you the steps, there is one mistake almost every beginner makes that destroys their plan without them even realizing it. Stay with me, because once you understand this mistake, everything will finally make sense. Number 1, the danger of guessing your retirement needs. Most beginners think retirement income planning is just saving as much as possible. But the truth is, if you do not know how much income you will actually need, you are planning blind. And planning blind almost always leads to running out of money too early. A beginner often says, "I will just save what I can and hope it works out." Hope is not a plan. You need a number. You need clarity. You need to know the lifestyle you want to live and the income it takes to support it. For example, imagine you are planning to live on $3,000 per month in retirement. But once you retire, your actual spending becomes $4,200 per month. That one mistake creates a shortfall of over $1,200 every month. Multiply that over 20 years, and it becomes hundreds of thousands of dollars you did not prepare for. A simple way to calculate your needs is this. Add up your monthly expenses today: housing, food, healthcare, transportation, fund money. Then add inflation, which in the USA has averaged around 2% to 3% over the long run. That means everything gets more expensive over time. So if your current expenses are $3,000, you should plan as if you need at least $3,600 or more by the time you retire. Once you know that number, you can start planning with confidence instead of fear. Number 2, building income streams that actually last. Most beginners think retirement income comes from one place, their Social Security. But Social Security was never meant to fully support anyone. It's only designed to replace around 40% of your working income. If you made $60,000 per year before retirement, Social Security might give you around $24,000 per year. That's roughly $2,000 per month. Could you live on $2,000 per month for the rest of your life? Most Americans cannot. That is why successful retirement income planning requires multiple income streams. Think of it like a stool. If the stool only has one leg, it falls. But if it has 3 or 4 legs, it stands strong. Some examples include
Social Security, a 401k or IRA, a Roth IRA, real estate income, part-time work, dividends, annuities, a taxable brokerage account. Even just having 2 or 3 of these streams gives you far more stability. For example, if Social Security gives you $2,000 per month and your investments give you another $1,500 per month, and a small rental property gives you $500 per month, you now have $4,000 of predictable income. This is how you create financial safety, not from one stream, but from several. Number 3, why withdrawal strategy matters more than your total savings. Here is the mistake that almost everyone makes, and it is the reason so many retirees run out of money. They withdraw their money too fast, and they do it because nobody teaches them the correct pace. There is a simple method that many financial planners use called the 4% rule. The idea is that if you take around 4% of your retirement savings each year, your money is likely to last for 30 years or more. For example, if you saved $500,000, 4% equals to $20,000 per year. That is around $1,666 per month. But here is where beginners get confused. The 4% rule is a guideline, not a promise. Market conditions change. People live longer than expected. Inflation hits harder some years. So a smarter way is to use a flexible withdrawal strategy. Take a little more in good years when your investments grow. Take a little less in years when the market is down. Imagine you retire in a strong stock market year. Your portfolio grows by 8%. It is fine to withdraw your planned amount. But if the market drops by 10% the next year, lowering your withdrawal slightly can protect your nest egg from shrinking too fast. This small adjustment can add 10 extra years of financial safety to your retirement. Number 4, turning savings into predictable income. Most beginners do not understand the difference between saving money and turning money into income. You can have a large retirement account and still feel broke if that account is not producing predictable monthly income. Think of retirement income planning like building a paycheck for yourself. You want your money to pay you every month, just like a job. One way people do this is by using simple index funds. Index funds are baskets of hundreds of companies. They grow slowly and steadily over time. Many retirees use them to generate returns that they can withdraw from. Another way is buying dividend-paying stocks. These are companies that pay you a portion of their profits every quarter. For example, if you own 100 shares of a company that pays $1 per share every quarter, you receive $100 every 3 months. If you own enough dividend-paying stocks, these payments can cover a big part of your retirement costs.
A more structured option is an annuity. With an annuity, you give a company money, and they give you a guaranteed monthly payment for life. It is like creating your own personal pension. Some people love this because it creates peace of mind. Some people avoid it because they prefer flexibility. The key is to understand your comfort level. The point is simple. Retirement planning is not just about saving. It is about building systems that keep paying you long after your job stops. Number 5, protecting yourself from inflation. Inflation is the silent enemy of retirement. It eats away at your buying power without warning. Even at just 3% inflation, prices double in about 24 years. Here's an example. If groceries cost you $300 per month today, they could cost $600 per month during your retirement years. If your rent is $1,200 now, expect it to become $2,000 or more. This is why your retirement income plan must include assets that grow. If all your money sits in a savings account earning 1% interest while prices grow 3% per year, you are losing money every single day without realizing it. A simple solution is to invest part of your retirement savings in assets that historically outpace inflation, such as index funds or real estate. Even owning a small rental property can help you keep up because rental prices often rise with inflation. The goal is not to beat inflation every year. The goal is to avoid falling behind. Number 6. Understanding the role of taxes in retirement income. Taxes do not magically disappear when you retire. In fact, for many people, taxes become even more confusing in retirement because your income comes from different sources. For example, traditional 401ks and IRAs are taxed when you withdraw. Roth IRAs are tax-free when you withdraw. Social Security can be taxed depending on your other income. Pension income is taxable. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine you need $4,000 per month. If all your money is inside a traditional 401k, every withdrawal adds to your taxable income. That means you might need to withdraw $4,500 or even $5,000 just to end up with $4,000 after taxes. But if part of your income comes from a Roth IRA, which is tax-free, you can withdraw exactly what you need without losing a chunk to taxes. This is why professionals recommend building what they call a tax-diversified retirement. Money in different buckets. Some taxable, some tax-deferred, some tax-free. This gives you flexibility and reduces your tax bill, which keeps more money in your pocket. Number 7. Why you must plan for unexpected costs.
The most expensive part of retirement is not vacations. It is not hobbies. It is healthcare. According to research from Fidelity, the average retired couple in the USA may spend more than $300,000 on healthcare alone. That number surprises most beginners, but it makes sense when you break it down. Prescription costs rise with age, doctor visits increase, many seniors hire help around the home, and long-term care can cost thousands of dollars per month. You cannot control healthcare inflation, but you can prepare for it. Some people use health savings accounts during their working years. Some buy long-term care insurance. Others build a separate emergency fund just for medical costs. Imagine you set aside $20,000 specifically for unexpected medical bills. If a major expense comes up, that fund protects the rest of your retirement savings from getting wiped out. Planning for the unexpected is one of the smartest financial decisions you can make. Number 8, creating a reliable backup plan. Even the best retirement income plan can get shaken by unexpected events, a market crash, a health crisis, family emergencies, a change in housing needs. That is why successful retirees always have a backup plan. Your backup plan could be something simple like downsizing your home to reduce expenses, picking up a part-time job for a few hours per week, temporarily lowering withdrawal amounts during bad market years, using home equity only if needed, keeping 1 year of expenses in cash. For example, if your retirement costs are $3,500 per month, keeping around $40,000 in cash savings can help you avoid withdrawing from your investments during a downturn. This prevents locking in losses and keeps your money growing. A reliable backup plan makes your retirement more stable and less stressful. Number 9, why the order you withdraw your money matters. This is something almost nobody talks about, but it is one of the most important parts of retirement income planning. The order in which you take money from your accounts can either save you thousands of dollars or cost you thousands of dollars. For example, withdrawing from your taxable brokerage account first allows your tax-deferred and tax-free accounts more time to grow. But if the market is down, you might instead take money from your savings while letting investments recover. This is called a withdrawal sequence strategy. The goal is simple: keep more of your money, pay less in taxes, make your savings last longer. Most beginners never learn this, and it costs them a fortune. Number 10, the one habit that makes retirement income planning actually work. The most powerful retirement planning habit is reviewing your plan every year. Not once, not twice, but every year. Life changes, markets change, your needs change, your health changes, your spending habits change. A plan that worked when you were 60 might fail when you are 70. Reviewing your income, expenses, taxes, and investments once a year helps you stay on track. It helps you catch problems early, and it gives you the confidence that your decisions are still working.
Think of it like getting a checkup for your finances. A small correction now can save your entire retirement later. Number 11, how to make your money last longer than you do. One of the biggest fears beginners have is outliving their money. But here's a secret most people never hear. Your retirement is not just about how much you save. It is about how long your money can stay productive. Even after you retire, your money should keep working for you. This means not putting everything into low-interest savings accounts. Instead, keep a portion invested so it continues to grow while you use it. For example, a balanced portfolio with a mix of stocks and bonds can help your money last decades longer than if you pulled everything into cash. Even a small return of 4% to 5% per year can make a massive difference over a 20-year period. Imagine you retire with $400,000. If you left it in cash earning 1%, you lose buying power every year. But if part of that money continues earning 4% per year, you extend the life of your savings dramatically. Making your money work during retirement is one of the smartest strategies to avoid running out. Number 12, why you should plan for a longer life than you expect. Many beginners underestimate how long they might live. Technology and medical improvements are extending lifespans. Living into your 80s and 90s is becoming normal. Some studies show people who reach age 65 have a strong chance of living another 20 to 30 years. This matters because your retirement income plan must last longer than you think. If you plan for a 15-year retirement but live for 30 years, your money may run out in the middle. A better approach is to plan as if you might live to age 95 or even 100. For example, imagine you expect to retire at 65 and live until 80. That is 15 years. But if you actually live to 95, that is 30 years, twice the length you planned for. Planning with a longer timeline gives you more safety and peace. Number 13, the power of delaying Social Security. Most beginners want to claim Social Security as soon as they can, but waiting can dramatically increase your income for the rest of your life. If you claim Social Security at age 62, you receive a reduced benefit. But if you wait until age 70, your monthly check can be around 70% higher. That is a lifelong raise. For example, if your check at 62 would be $1,400 per month, waiting until age 70 could raise it to around $2,400 per month. That extra $1,000 per month adds up to $12,000 per year and hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime. Delaying is not right for everyone, but for many people, it is one of the most powerful ways to boost retirement income. Number 14, why you need a spending plan, not a budget.
Budgets feel strict and stressful. They remind people of cutting back and struggling. But in retirement, what you need is a spending plan. A spending plan is more flexible. It is simply a clear picture of where your money goes and why. For example, your spending plan may include essentials like food, housing and utilities, healthcare costs, activities you enjoy such as travel or hobbies, unexpected expenses, gifts for family, a cushion for emergencies. A spending plan is not about restricting your life. It is about protecting your lifestyle. And knowing exactly how much you spend each month helps you match your income streams to your real needs. When you see your plan on paper, retirement feels less confusing and far more manageable. Number 15, the importance of retirement buckets. The bucket strategy is one of the easiest ways for beginners to understand retirement income. The idea is simple. Divide your retirement money into separate buckets, each with a different purpose. Bucket 1, cash for the next 1 to 2 years of expenses. Bucket 2, bonds or safer investments for the next 5 years. Bucket 3, growth investments like stocks for long-term needs. Here's an example. Imagine you need $3,500 per month. Bucket 1 holds around $40,000 for short-term expenses. Bucket 2 holds $100,000 in safe assets. Bucket 3 holds $200,000 in investments meant to grow over time. This system helps you avoid panic during market swings. If the stock market drops, you take money from Bucket 1 or Bucket 2 while Bucket 3 recovers. It keeps you safe and calm because you always know where your income is coming from. Number 16, how downsizing can strengthen your retirement plan. Most people ignore one of the most powerful retirement income tools they already own, their home. Downsizing can reduce property taxes, utilities, insurance, and maintenance costs. And selling a larger home to move into a smaller one can free up tens of thousands of dollars or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. For example, imagine you sell your $400,000 home and buy a $250,000 home. You immediately unlock $150,000 of equity. That $150,000 can now support your retirement income plan. It can be invested. It can create cash flow. It can reduce stress. Downsizing is not just about saving money. It is about building a lifestyle that supports your future instead of draining your resources. Number 17, planning for part-time work the smart way. Some retirees think working part-time means they failed at planning, but in reality, part-time work can create freedom. It reduces pressure on your savings and gives you more flexibility.
Even earning $800 per month from part-time work can reduce your yearly withdrawals by nearly $10,000. Over 10 years, that's $100,000 less that you need from your savings.
For example, a simple retirement job like tutoring, consulting, remote customer service, or weekend retail shifts can bring in reliable income while keeping your schedule open. This small income stream can protect your retirement plan from early withdrawals and extend your savings dramatically. Imagine 10 years from now, you are retired. You wake up in the morning feeling calm. Your bills are covered, your income is predictable, your savings are growing. You do not fear running out of money. That is what retirement income planning that actually works looks like, and you deserve that peace. Now here is my question for you. Which part of retirement income planning feels the most confusing right now?